Episode of the final third via Zoom. We have myself, Jules, Lavish, and Babs with the shameless, very shameless background.
You're gonna snap your neck trying to show that background.
Like this. It's like this. Yeah, so guys,
You'll have to see the background every time. Every time another United win, it's a new background. You've got to understand. Anyway,
it's not a United segment, so it's not.
Oh, no.
We're going to start with the Arsenal in general. So the first question I'm going to throw to Shemi is, what can Arteta take from the match that we played yesterday against Leicester? It was a 1-1 draw, by the way.
Boy. I've looked for every way, shape, and form to blame Arteta for this result. For this
Why the hell are you looking to blame it for him?
Because right now, Arteta's not really showing me nothing. And I was having an argument with my boys in the chat. Arteta's not really showing me nothing. But I can't put the blame on him. I think I was being a bit harsh and I was being reactionary in the moment. What he can take from this, though, Judy, he's just learned how to kill games. And if any team knows how to kill games, it's the team he's coming from. So the City are known to kill a game when they're in the ascendancy. But Arsenal, every time we take our foot off the trigger. I can't think of how many times we've literally blitzed teams that were dominating. I think the most recent one, when we won 4-0, that was a one-off. We don't normally win games by big results, but that game should have been done and dusted in the first half. I don't know if it's something you can teach or it's just something from within, because sometimes the same teams I'm praising, so City, when we're saying they're blitzing teams, when it works, it looks good, but when you get caught on the counter, you look silly. Same thing we did with Klopp when we said he's playing, before Van Dijk came in, they said they're playing machine gun football, and they just don't know how to defend. So I don't know, but that's what I think he should take from the game.
For me, I feel like Arteta can take a very good 45 minutes from that game. For 45 minutes, Leicester weren't even in the equation, bullied them all over. Saka, Johnny Evans, my guy, but put him on the floor, showed him who's daddy. That was some cold shit. But again, second 45, as soon as you came out, you could see there was a drop in intensity. You could see that from the first half, the quality he was doing, the chances he was creating. You even think back to the Lacazette chance. It just wasn't at that same intensity, and that's what you need to really kill the teams. It's not about taking all your chances in the first half, because you're not always going to do that. But keeping a similar level of intensity over the whole 90, that's what you need to kill teams. In the second half, you let Leicester get back into it. There was never really a threat until the red card came. But even then, if you kept up the intensity, the game's 2-3-0 by 70 minutes is done. But once the red card came, game changed completely.
100%. Going on to the red card, do we think he deserved the red? And do we think Vardy should have been sent off for the tackle on Mustafi, which a lot of people have been comparing in the last 2 days? What's your views on that, Banks?
For me, they were both red cards. Looking back at it, Vardy's one was very reckless, and you can't say either of them intended it, because it didn't look the way Vardy styled it out, especially with the leg coming down from when he was falling. You could say maybe he didn't, but it was very dangerous, very reckless. Could have blinded Mustafi if it went the wrong way. So for me, that one was a red card. But Nketiah's one was also a red card. You can't put your studs on someone's knee and expect to stay on the pitch. This ain't Graham Souness days. Let's keep it professional. Nketiah had to go, but Vardy should have went in the first half as well.
But once I agree with your boy. If one was a red card, I was a red card. Vardy's was mad. He literally left stud holes in Mustafi's cheek.
You even think back to Mane's one against Ederson. Back in, was it 2018? When he put the studs right in Ederson's face. That was a red card. This one should have been a red card as well.
My problem with the whole VAR situation is, firstly, I didn't know in this country we were allowed to go to the screen. Because I think
they just started pushing that recently.
There have been
several. That was Arteta's, the point he started like throwing sarcasm at the person who's asking them questions.
Yeah.
Like, why is it only today you guys decided to go and look at the screen, but no one ever does it?
I didn't know we were allowed.
Mate.
Yeah.
So when Chris Kavanagh goes to the side and he starts looking at the screen, I think, wait, is he being serious? And I feel like he shafted us. He shafted us that match because there's a couple challenges Bennett put on Aubameyang, no yellow. Like they were nicking loads of little fouls. They didn't get one.
Yeah,
booking.
I was surprised by that, to be fair.
Pardon?
And they had what, 18 fouls?
18, I think 16 or 18 fouls with no yellow card. Yeah, it was a rough match for you, look, man.
Wait, I don't know, man, because there's several throughout this league. What we ask for is consistency with these calls. Is the issue's not obviously the handball rules flawed and certain things are flawed in the rules, but it's just consistency across the board. There's so many incidents.
Do you not feel like there's? Do you not feel like there's an agenda in terms of VAR decisions going against Arsenal? Do you not feel like that's a real agenda?
There's a lot of.
If there's a tally, you know how they have tallies of like most like pens scored and whatever. If there's a tally with VAR going against us, I guarantee you we are top 3. Like, I don't even want to be like a biased fan. I guarantee you we are top 3.
100%. There's politics behind VAR. Politics in that some teams get calls, some teams get penalties, and then the referee in the Stockley Park or whatever. Sometimes if it's a senior ref and it's a younger ref on the pitch, they're not really going to want to overrule stuff. So there's just so much politics behind it. And I feel the easiest thing is that Stockley Park thing is dead. Just put the screen on the side, and if something's contentious and the ref's not sure, he has to be the one. He has to be the one to be accountable, not someone in his ear telling him when to go and when to not go, and because there's so many examples throughout the league when
you just got to accept change. You just got to accept you ain't got the knock. You ain't got a knock in terms of VAR. Some teams got it.
Okay.
I don't think you lot got it. You lot claim you got it. I think you lot got the knock in terms of VAR, you know.
Then you have...
Stealing my whole flow.
Fergie saying, you guys...
Hey,
anyway.
Fergie's all patting the VAR for Ole. You know, what's Wenger doing, fam? Wenger's all dealing with FIFA. Come on, man. You lot got to get some knock in these rooms, man. You got to get some pull in these rooms.
Moving on. Moving on to Chelsea's game. They face Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park. Shemi, I'm going to ask you because you're shaking your head. What was your thought on the game overall?
I don't understand how your defense could be just so easy to split. Yeah. Like, they're lucky Benteke's blunt. They're just so lucky Benteke is so blunt, and he's had one of the worst declines in history of football. Because Palace will score, like, it seems like Palace, that second goal Palace scored, it seemed like they were like, oh yeah? Cool. Like, Palace was scoring at will, even though they just scored 2. But even the 2 chances Palace had at the end, like, why is Chelsea's defence? I didn't think it was this bad. When Frank said they're all short, they can't defend set pieces, I thought, maybe. Then I'm watching the Palace game and I'm thinking, what's this? But going the other way on the counter-attack, it's quite deadly. You got Willian playing contract ball. You got Billy Gilmore getting trust minutes.
Willian looking for this contract, different gravy.
Why is Billy Gilmore getting trust minutes?
Nah, what I'll say about Chelsea right now is you can see that Lampard's trying to phase out Jorginho. Is not really his player. It's clear that he's trying to get rid of him and trying to go a different direction. But what I will say is that when they went 2-0 up, they look comfortable. Zaha scores his goal, which Kepa, as much as I love Zaha and I love that goal, Kepa should have, like, is bang in the middle of the goal. Kepa needs to save that. Kepa. As soon as that happens, Chelsea lose control of the game. The midfield looks overwhelmed. And Chelsea they're on the back foot. He takes off Gilmore, brings on Jorginho, and suddenly there's like a sense of calm in that midfield, just like that. And Lampard has got to make sure he sorts that out because this isn't a new thing. We've seen in the last couple games, Kante playing with the base. Obviously, he was injured for this match, but he still haven't got it right in terms of you still need to be able to control the midfield, and they haven't got that right formula so far. They're obviously going to get. It's looking like they're going to get Havertz and a couple other signings in the summer, but he definitely needs to look at that and see how he can control the game because the difference between when Jorginho came on and when Gilmore came off added a completely different complexion to their midfield.
So talking about transfers, etc., what keepers do you think Chelsea should be looking at? Because I don't know if they can do this again with Kepa.
There's no way they're doing. There's
Never
no
got the softest wrists out of the top 6 keepers.
chocolate wrists, chocolate
Soft
joints.
wrists. Kepa will get beaten on his near post.
Who
Flimsy
really
wrists. You're
are
thinking.
they looking at? Or
Yeah.
should I say?
I say
if
they go take Schmeichel, you know. Just take him.
Michael's
Especially if
like
Leicester don't get Champions League. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. He's been reliable in this Premier League for years. Still had a top season this year. Go take him. I'll take him off Leicester's hands. If we didn't have, Dino coming up and all them sort of things. But for Chelsea, go take him off Leicester's hands. Go give him Champions League football a chance to win another league. Go take that. Go say, Leicester, thank you for giving me this opportunity. We had some great times. But, man's got to find his own path, innit? You get it. Don't complain.
We're gonna swiftly move on to tonight's game, Aston Villa and Manchester United. I'm gonna start off with Banks because it's United and I don't want to say much about this team. Yeah, what was your reaction on the whole 90 minutes?
Where it was one of this little 4-game winning run that we've had. Probably the worst performance of it so far. It was very sloppy beginning that game, just very frustrating seeing everyone either so lethargic, so sloppy. Like Bruno, I love Bruno for what he's brought to this club, but I swear to God, he has to he will try every single pass in his locker, and if it doesn't come off, he's gonna try it again, and he's gonna try it again, and he's gonna try it again until he gets it right. I rate him for the confidence and the bravery he takes, but boy, until it comes off, it can get mad frustrating. Man will just be. I think he does the pass, and if you're not there, he's wondering why the hell haven't you made that run? Even though I've given you no indications I'm gonna make that run. He does the pass, and he just expects you to get there. But boy, in terms of the penalty, as I said, man, have some pull in these rooms, man. You gotta have some pull in these boardrooms. Like when you got the pull, when you got the knock, this is the important knock, not to sign Pepe's and them, man. This is the knocks you need to win league titles. You have to have the knock.
Shut the fuck up.
You have to have the knock in Stockley Park, not the knock in Lille's boardroom or whatever. Like, this is where you need to have the knock. That's how you get decisions like that, because I don't know how Bruno running into man.
Pause for a second. This is why I don't like giving you the floor.
No. It's too late. I've got the will.
RS, overdoing it. That's what you're doing.
No. This is the perfect amount of doing. I'm telling you, because there's no way that was a penalty, but that's what we needed to kickstart the game.
Hey,
Shemi, what did I tell you before about Murder Mace? I'm telling you,
listen. Before we get on your boy Freemason, yeah, just chill, yeah, just chill. What upsets me about Villa time and time against every big team, against every team that they've nearly been in the match. The first 20 minutes is crucial for Villa. They're gonna run their socks off in that first 20 minutes. Get a couple of chances. If it doesn't go in, yeah, you capitalize on Villa with one chance. Once you score, one goal deflates Villa.
That's one,
and that's been their problem this season. One goal. Tyrone Mings had a mare today. Had a shocker.
He's had mares of every other game.
I haven't watched Villa in quite a while. I'm seeing Tyrone. Why is he pressing like he's a centre mid? You're the most senior defender. Another time you don't step up and press on the. Just his decisions were awful. Wan-Bissaka too had a shocker. But yeah, he did. I don't know what you're looking for, but for me in the first half, the best players was Mason and Harry Maguire. Mason carrying the ball a couple of times. I was thinking, okay. Okay, fair enough. But no, the thing, Man United, what you said is true, right? Man United were lethargic and just literally walking football. But Villa set that tone. Sometimes you just don't even have to play that. Like, you don't have to raise your game to any standard to beat your position. And with Bruno Fernandes, you see, I can't wait, because why he's getting away with this right now is because he's playing football with no pressure, under no duress. Yeah. So once the duress comes, yeah, in October, November 2020, hopefully when the fans are let back in, yeah, and he's doing these willy-nilly passes, yeah, hitting the sideboards, and he's trying to point at Martial, and Martial's sticking it back on him, yeah, because he's telling Martial, why didn't you move? We're all thinking, bro, the pass was wrong, yeah? Cool.
The pass was mad.
Pass
The
was
pass was
crazy.
You're the one to be shouting right
So
now.
when he's playing under duress in the winter, yeah, that's when. But let me not take anything away from him. He's a good player. Good player.
Great player.
Yeah,
Great player.
No, I said good.
Great player. Great player. Another great player, Murder Mace. Let's talk about him. Let's talk about him.
I'll give you 3 minutes. Go.
Give me 3 minutes. Hey. Hey,
Go.
lucky I don't take the whole 10 to speak about my boy. What have I told you about real gunmen? What have I told you about real gunmen? They're going to get their thing into the dance and they're going to lay it off. They're going to lay it off every time. Every single time. I'm telling you.
Much later.
Rocket, either pocket, I promise you. Left, right, it does not matter. He's going to lay it off regardless. He's going to lay it off, scatter the dance. Dance done early. Everyone go home, get back in your bed, kiss your girl goodnight.
What's Mason Greenwood's best position?
What's his best position? Up front. Up front. That's what's scary right now.
Is he better than
His
Rashford?
best position right now. Better, he's gonna be better than Rashford. He's gonna be.
Is he
But
better
ask
than
him right now.
Ask him right now. He's gonna be better than Rashford. That's what I'm gonna say. Right
So,
now, I'm really in the
you
business
think
of
his
comparing.
ceiling's higher than Rashford's ceiling? Because you said Rashford's ceiling
100%.
was. You said on this platform Rashford's ceiling was Mbappe level, yeah. So you're saying that.
Hey, I'm telling you, we're pulling up to Paris and we're taking out all of them. Just because one man can't, you don't need one man to. You bring the whole gang to take him out. It does not matter. You take out
So
everyone
wait, so
in our
put them
side
in
right
order,
now.
yeah. Put them in order of ceiling. Yeah,
I ain't putting no one.
yeah, because you're all over the place.
It's all gunmen. One side.
You're all over the place,
Gunmen
man.
all over the dust. That's what it is.
These are the four players I've seen you back. I've seen you back. Martial, Rashford, Greenwood, and AP. Yeah, cool. So,
Hold on. You're
yeah?
not holding me to that AP. You're not holding me to that AP one. You're not holding
What do
me.
you mean?
Nobody knew that would happen to AP. Nobody knew.
Nah, I think we all knew still.
Nah. That was a Space Jam. That was a Space Jam
We
thing.
knew. Other fans, I don't know what you lot saw in him.
That was a Space Jam thing. It was a Space Jam thing because that wasn't the Pereira that we know. The Pereira that we know could play football.
Cool. Anyway, with Greenwood, no, I like the way he looks. What I was saying to you and Chim yesterday, and that him and Foden, yeah, out of all the youngers are doing well right now. They look like they're not like they play above their age. They play like they're supposed to be here. Which is do you say thank you?
Amen.
Said amen.
I say amen.
Oh, okay.
Amen.
Now they play like they're supposed to be here. So that's good to see and that's promising. That's how you know a big player.
But I thought I was taking personal congratulations for Greenwood.
Compliment, goal hanging, looking hard.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past you, so.
Yeah, word.
Hey, don't worry. Mason's my guy, man. Don't worry, bro. Any compliment for him is a compliment for me, and then you get it.
Yeah, he's probably class.
You don't look as if you don't get it.
Nah, we don't. But that's fine. Yep, that's it. Greenwood time's done.
Subscribe, follow us on our Instagram, the final third _ and our Twitter at the final third _. Make sure you promote the video, retweet, like everything you can, and yeah.